Hi, this is a short tutorial how to do the score entry. We are using the score entry application on the web. Is only for the Premier games this year. Remember, there is nothing to be installed. You don't need to install anything on your phone. You just go on the website and start using from there. Just simply go, so start with the website and see how to access these functionality. So basically you go on www.cricket.mb.ca. You will get into the website. So this is the website, and on the menu, right side menu, you will see the scoring tab. So first thing, you have to make sure that all the players you are going to use for your team in a Premier should be registered. So if you are playing in Premier game, you're allowed to take any player from the down divisions as far as that player has been played any other teams in Premier, and he can select only one team to play unless exception with the under 19 and over 55 plus age. To see who is registered with the league and where are they registered, go in league menu, and there is 2018 registered players. You can go there and you can see team wise, division wise, or player list. So you can see all the players here by the teams. There is more information, but basically you can see all the teams and division where they are registered. So make sure whoever you're trying to use for your game day is listed on there, because the scoring app will use the same database. If it's not here, he will not be in part of your scoring sheet, and it's gonna be trouble. And unless you have to use some other name for time being, but because this rule is followed strictly, the scoring app has been developed based on the Manitoba Cricket League rules and conditions. So if you're not registered with that, it shouldn't be allowed that player to play on that day. And these registration is up to date as far as by the Wednesday, every Wednesday of the week. Anyways, so let's go back on the website. So from the website, once you have that you have players registered already, you go in scoring, and the first thing you have to do at 10:30 in the morning, or you can do before 10:30, but you have to select your playing 11 for the game. This is basically a team list which we exchange with each other, and submit to umpires on the game day. You can do this not on the game day, but before even the game day. As far as the schedule, you can see the schedule. You can select playing 11 for your team. You can do from home, you can do from your computer, you can do from your phone, whenever you want, as far as this game is showing on there. So for that, you have to go in scoring and use the club manager selection, and in club manager you will be able to log in as a club manager. So I have to define what is club manager. So basically, club manager means is a one club manager is login ID and password will be sent to all the club managers. So multiple teams has only one club manager. For example, a club has more than one team, but they're gonna use only one login for all team. I have a test user here, so let's log in on that. So remember that this email address is just a login ID, and password has been sent to you all. Whoever somebody as a club manager, you should check your email. If not, just contact us back so we can reset and activate your account. So we can go from here. I want to save this or not. So after login as a manager, you'll see three items here in the control panel, or you can see club manager management panel. Select player for a game. This is very important, and you should use this before starting a game. It doesn't matter it is your first batting or first fielding, you have to use this before the game. Um, you will not be able to do this after the game is started. As far as started score entry, you won't be able to change the players. So it's basically the rule is you have to declare your list, including the substitute, before the game. And these are the score sheet codes. I'll come later on this, and edit player info is all come later on these two. So first very important thing is select the players for the game. You can do this not on the game day but before the game day, as far as your game is scheduled and shows in there. So let's go in there. So as you can see, I can select list of club teams. So for example, if Manitoba Eagles has more than one team, I should be able to select from here, but there's only one team here because the test run, so I haven't added any other than one team. Also, you can see the important things there. A couple of things you have to note. Each game has unique ID, which is this one game has a 16. It shows that this team is playing on 16th of June against Winnipeg Blues. So I can select this game in advance for this date here, and let's say if there are more than one game, I select only the 16. In this scenario, it's showing only one game. So I selected 16, the game ID 16 of this game. Let's say I want to choose my playing 11 for this team. So I go here and select the game. When I go and select the game, is by default it shows me anyone is registered minimum of 11 in my team for the club. So you can see I have 8 players against and it also shows other detail which is not important right now. So in this scenario, I have to select at least 11 players for this, so I need 3 more players. How I'm gonna add? Simply you go in the bottom, and choice of players has 3 options, so you can categorize this bottom list or filter the bottom list by your team players who are only registered with your team. So for example, if you have registered 15, you're still gonna see 4 extra on there. Or subdivision players, any player who is playing under subdivision but has been played any other team in Premier and available to play. You're gonna see in that list, and you're gonna see under 19 55 plus players separate. So for example, if I select this, I see a bunch of people, young guys over here, which are under 19. I can select one of them because they haven't played anywhere else. Again, it's a test database, so just ignore if you have seen somewhere in Premier. Anyways, the subdivision player will give me a lot of choice, but it's not here right now, so it's different. So see, it has a lot of choice, and I can drag in anyone who is not played. If, for example, this player has been played once with any other team, it won't show me because he has been played with any other one of the Premier games. There's only one choice to play from the subdivision to in a Premier. I want to play with one team, so it won't show anything. So this is gonna filter out the list. So for example, if I want to choose someone from team player, I want to choose this guy, and I'm gonna add. So I'm gonna add here. So this guy came up over here, and now still I need 2 more guys. So I go here in subdivision, and I say, okay, I want to take someone from subdivision up here, and I added this guy here too, and I still need 1 player, so I just, let's say from under 19, I'm going with it over here and edit. So I have 11 player, so I'm good to go from here. But if I need, I can add as a substitute as well. Adding a substitute the same thing is filtering everything, and you select a player and check off the add a sub and add as a sub. It's going to display the sub. And same thing with this one, and add as a sub. So I have 2 subs and 11 players. I'm good to go from here. If in case I have to remove someone, let's say I want to change this player from subs to some playing 11 in play. So what I'm going to do is edit player. I'm going to say list of players, so it's going to show everyone from here. So I'm going to say first remove this guy. I'm going to remove from the playing 11, so it's not anymore there. I come here again as edit, and I'm going to remove this one as a sub from the sub. So I'm saying it's not anymore sub, so it's sub gone. So I go again. I'm going to add this guy is my playing 11, so it's going to show over here, and I'm going to add this guy as a sub. See how you can switch the players around. So make sure you're playing 11 or playing 11 and substitute are in substitute. I think this part is done. So this part is very important. You have to done before the starting of the game. Basically, you can do this from home or from the game day. It's up to you. But this is very important because this helps the players to be selected into the in your game. If you don't have any player, it's going to be a problem. So it must be required. And basically, you just go through this list, and it's very easy for you to write, make 11 over here, and go on your website, on your phone, on the morning of the game, and just write from here all the names on your team list sheet. So it's a lot easier for you. You don't have to remember on the morning what you are doing and who is not there and who is and what's the right spell of the name. You can do everything over here. Okay, so let's go to the next section. So score sheet codes. Score sheet codes are for your game. So I have 2 teams in this club. I don't have any score sheet for this guy, so it's not saying no schedule found. So I go back, and I have for this team, I have 1 game schedule, actually 2. One of today, one on 16th and one on 11. These are the score sheet for your betting. So my team betting. So if I'm playing for going for Manitoba Eagles, it has this game on the 11th and 16 of this game. So this is very important. You have to write down this code somewhere on the paper, somewhere note it down somewhere, because it's very important. Every time it's gonna save your time to go again, log in and take the score sheet code. This score sheet code is gonna work with every betting site. So this is score sheet code for the Manitoba Eagles betting side code for on 16th of June against Winnipeg Blues on Center Beach. So when Manitoba Eagles doing a betting, they're gonna use this code to record their betting side inning. Every team will do their own betting side inning, and it's gonna complete the score sheet. You don't have to worry about anything else. Only your betting side. If as far as you're doing, you're good. So write down this code somewhere. So I'm gonna write down somewhere here too. Okay, so for scoring, you go on the website www.cricket.mb.ca, and you just go to menu and scoring and score entry. So remember that we have write down somewhere the code for your betting. So we just have to use that code here, and the main important thing is you don't have to worry about installing anything on your phone. You just go on that website, use that code, and you can go on from there. So basically just copy somewhere code on my side. Okay, and then go. So once so make sure from entering that code that you have all the players selected. Both teams have selected their players, because this is very important. So from here, I'm gonna say umpire 1, and then umpire 2. You select the umpire names. It's just, of course, these are just the test, so you can use the real name here, and then from here, next. So from here, you make sure whoever the scorer on the first betting side, that first betting side will select this thing. These things works differently on each phone, so we have tested as much as we can, but you have to calm and be patient. If you click on it, sometimes it takes time, but it's depending on which type of phone you're using. So make sure you have all the 11 players selected on the other side too. See, in this scenario, they don't have 11 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I'm on the betting side, I'll select. I know that I have 11 players selected. Even in fact, I have more than 11 because we have substitute. But the other team haven't selected their 11 players. So at this time, you should stop before going further, because once you select this button, you won't be able to change a player list. So they have missed the player list, so you have to ask them to make a player list available as 11. In this test, I'm not gonna go back, but this is the best scenario to describe you why you need important, because in case if your bowler is not listed there, you won't be able to select there. So they have to select they're playing 11 before the game started. And this is a rule of Manitoba Cricket Association too. So it's playing 11 rule that you have to declare the list before the game starts. So let's say it's a very short game. So we're gonna go. For testing purpose, I'm ignoring this. You select your batsman. Let's say I have to select this guy, and then this guy as a player. My batsmen are set. I want to set the starting bowler, and be patient. You have to very clear that you don't have to be hurrying here. There's always a undo here, but if you be in a hurry, you can do mistake very easily. Unless you are very good with the phone, then you can go. You understand your phone and everything, then it's good. But if even though it's a mistake, you can undo the mistake. You can clear the mistake. But what my point is, better not to do the mistake. Just be patient. See who's going on a strike and who is going on non-striker, and who's a bowler. Once you know that, go ahead. So select. So this is the app of the scoring. It shows number of things. So I'm gonna go with some items which I think is important to show, and it's important to know. So first thing, you see this icon here. This is a striker, so it shows that this guy is on a strike and this guy is not on a strike. In case they are starting or in any point in a game, you have to switch the striker, and for example in run out is very often if it is they cross during some batsman caught and they have cross or not cross, then you have to switch the batsman. This is the button you can switch. So click on here and it's going to switch the striker, and switch the striker again, and switch the striker. You don't have to do this all the time. As runs, based on runs, it's automatically switch. It's normal score sheet as any other applications on the website. Shows the scores, overs, and everything. At the starting point, you have selected already the bowler, and this icon is score sheet. It gives you the detail of the score. It's not has been started yet, so nothing is there, nothing informative. This icon is setting button. Is only to use when there is reducing hours because of the Doug Lewis or any delay. Bowlers limit. This is change. You can do it during the game. Yes. By default, it is a default. It is 50 overs game for the Premier. Another icon is copyright, and it shows the information of the Irfan Naseem who created this, and This is undo button. We'll test it out this during the game. So let's say in this live scenario, this Kashif Hayat is on a strike, Asif Khan is on non-strike, and Happy Siani the first bowler. First ball is a dot ball. Simple click here. It's going to increase the number of balls here. It's going to increase the number of ball played by Kashif here. It's going to increase the number of overs balls increased here. It's also going to show here the first ball has a 0 runs, and if it shows 0 ball gone, and this undo. So next ball they have 1. Just click on 1. 1 run is there. It's counted for Kashif Hayat. The striker automatically change. Total 0.2. 1 run for the Manitoba Eagles, and 1 run over here. So these ones shows 2 balls gone. Same way is again dot ball, and then 1. But you found this switch over here is automatically happening, but suddenly you thought it's a 1 played, but umpire call is the leg by. So what you do? So you have counted as a 1, but it's not here. So you just do undo. So it's going to remove that 1 over here, and you click on leg by, and you can leg by runs 1. So it's just back to 1. So again is 1 run instead of 2 is only 1 run by Kashif played 2 balls, and 1 run for the 0 run for Asif Khan is gone leg by. So so on. Just go ahead from here. On the next ball is 4. It's going to show 4 here. 3, 2, 4, 5 ball is gone. Here show the numbers. 5 is over here, and then wicket. So when I click on, let's start with the white ball first. So there's a white ball. Total runs on the white ball runs. So as far as I know, 1 white ball is 1 run for sure. So you have to click on 1 for sure. But sometimes there are 2 runs. For example, by runs. So this all goes in a white ball. So we click on white ball. 2 goes in a white ball. So it's different. You have noticed that some are white circles, some are blue. Some are yellow and some are green. So these are the ones. These greens are kind of extra. Leg by and by goes in yellow, and you will see some other combination of things over here too. So it's 5 balls gone, 3 to 4, and 1 was white. So his score is increasing. 5 runs for him, 0 for him, and then he got dot. So you see right now Asif was on strike, and he played 2 balls. So he total ball 7, but these 6 balls gone. So next over is buttons enabled, and you have to select the next bowler to start with. So you click on next over. This list sometime on the phone, as I said before, different phones behave differently. Sometimes it comes quickly, sometimes take time. So wait for any phone you're using, just wait for it, and you click on the next bowler is Hitesh, and then select bowler. So see, the strikers automatically changed to Kashif because last player was this, and then he came up and he did the dot ball and 1 run, and then no balls. So with the no ball, total runs including no balls runs, total runs scored by the batsman plus 1 for no ball. So if it is a no ball and player played that ball and got 1 run, so his total going to be 2. And then if player didn't play any ball but there was by runs or anything, where the no ball is too high, keeper was not able to catch, it's gone back, 2 runs got it, it's gonna go in 2 run in a no ball. So you can see the green color over here with the N2. So next ball, Kashif was on strike, Asif was non-striker. His third ball is coming because the last one is free hit, and he got a wicket. On a wicket, you have to select the wicket type. All the wickets are very simple, very easy. But sorry, let's say he was not out because after the no ball is a free hit, so it won't be out. So we go back. Sorry, I can't hear. So you see, whenever I'm going in the back, I can start from the same point. So if any other phone, you go and put the authorization code there, you're gonna start from the same point. It's not a big deal for this whole application. So next ball is gone dot, and now he got a wicket. So this is not anymore free ball. So he got a wicket, and then he got run out. So now run out is the most complicated thing. You have to watch out what I'm doing. So run out, let's say they run out, but they got run out on the second ball. So first of all, select which batsman was out. Say Kashyap was out, and select who was fielder involved in it. So you can say Jairaj, and then select. Now he's gonna see different options. It's gonna say played. So if it is played, and then it was run out on the second run, but one run was complete. So you click on this, and you say, okay, one more run once complete, and then automatically everything is done. You don't have to worry about it. So next batsman is this guy. So when one run was complete and the second was coming in and out, but you don't have any idea on the system that who was on a striker, and when it's figured out when the next batsman was in, the actual strike person should be Asadul Amin, not Asif Khan. So basically what you have to do is switch. So this is basically you have to do, and it's also you showing this square box, which means you got a wicket is actually a one ball total, but it's in group. So because it's a wicket also and also got one run here too, it's also gonna display. So basically it's all basically you have to go on from here, and then you can two ball, and then you can undo two, so it's gonna back. So undo is very common. So basically the best practice is you have to write down in a backup if you want on the score sheet just the bowlers and their each run on their ball. You don't have to write down the score for the batsman. You don't have to count down the score on the right side. You don't have to count down the white ball. You don't have to count down how many overs gone. You just write the bowler name and on each balls how many runs and what happened. In case if you miss something on the scoring sheet, you can use their backup score sheet to just put that data entry on here, same as you have write down on the paper, and then it's gonna write down everything and calculate everything on the batsman side as well.